What is white privilege, and why does the topic surrounding white privilege trigger so many white people? Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my podcast styled YouTube channel. So today I decided that I wanted to talk about white privilege and how it plays a role in the society that we live in today. Instead of giving a long speech on what white privilege is, I decided that I am going to explain white privilege as though I'm explaining something to my 5-year-old sister for those white people who just don't understand, okay? White privilege is when a white person with a criminal record has a better chance of getting a job than a black person with no criminal record. White privilege is when you tell a black person to get over slavery. Meanwhile, we have a whole day dedicated to 9/11 and World War I and II. White privilege is when white women were never conditioned to find their whiteness unattractive. White privilege is when white people are able to wear the same hairstyles that black people get stereotyped for without having to face the same stigma. White privilege is when we're still talking about Madeleine McCann, but we're not talking about Aisha Degree who went missing back in 2000 or any other black girl that has gone missing. White privilege is when white women don't have to question whether or not their men find them attractive. White privilege is when a black man who's committed the same crime as a white man is more likely to serve a harsher sentence. White privilege is when you're able to see people who look like you in politics. White privilege is when you can see yourself be positively represented in the media. White privilege is when you can walk into Superdrugs and find a foundation shade your colour. White privilege is when you're not being followed around the supermarket. White privilege is when white people are able to do everyday activities like sleep, jog, babysit, sell water, have a barbecue without the police being called on you or without it being a death sentence. White privilege is when one of these pictures is socially acceptable, whereas the other one isn't.